Hey guys, how's it going? Stoutman coming back at you once again today, and we are going to be talking about a variety of random stuff. Mostly $4 Blu-rays, but there are a few DVDs in here as well that I picked up from Amazon. And yeah, most of these actually did come from Amazon, only two came from Target. But all the Blu-rays that I picked up were $4 each, so that's pretty damn nice. That being said, I'm going to start off with the DVDs because I just randomly caught this sale. I wanted to talk first about this one because I just randomly out of nowhere caught this sale. Amazon sent me one of their typical emails, and I looked on there and I was like, oh, okay, well, click through, and I'm like, that none of these deals really look good to me. But always check your wish list on a semi-regular basis at the very least. Because I checked my wish list, and you know what I found? I found that a movie on my wish list was currently on sale with a lightning deal that was about to run out like within an hour or so. Just a random lightning deal that you wouldn't have known about otherwise. They didn't advertise, just randomly out of nowhere. Lightning deal, this is on sale. So even though it was still not as much as I wanted to pay for a DVD, because it's a DVD. You wouldn't want to pay that much for just a DVD, right? But this is a special case, and I think you'll understand why when I hold it up right freaking now. That's right, I got Angus on DVD. They had a flash lightning sale, a lightning deal. That's what it is, a lightning deal. I just said it like a minute ago, and I'm having trouble coming up with it again. Anyways, they had a lightning deal on this one for $10.99, which is a lot to pay for a DVD. But in my defense, if you go on to Warner Brothers website right now and try to purchase this, you're not going to get it for $10.99. Typically goes for like $15 to $20, if not more, because it's one of those print-on-demand archive collection DVDs, and it's the only way to get this movie on DVD. So if you really want this on DVD, this is the only way to get it. All right, this is literally the only way to get it on DVD. And otherwise you're just going to have to get the VHS, and it's just not going to be as good of a quality. So yeah, $10.99 for this, a lot more than I would have wanted to pay for a DVD. I think if it weren't a print on demand, you're not going to get this any other way kind of a situation. My max on Angus probably on DVD probably would have been like between $5 and $8, just based on the fact that it was a movie that is not on Blu-ray and probably will not be brought to Blu-ray. Before I did buy this, I did go check around on other sites on like Amazon.co.uk and whatnot, just to see if it was put on Blu-ray or on DVD anywhere else in the world, and I couldn't find anything. So it looks like this is literally it. So yeah, $10.99 lightning deal. Either you get it for that price right then, or you're probably never going to get it for a better deal. So I said, you know what? Okay. All right. Whatever. I'll fucking do it. Fine. And I actually had some extra money left over from my gift card, I believe. So that wasn't a hard decision to make. It actually came to like $8-9 total shipped. So not too bad. But a little more than I would have wanted to pay, like I said, for a title like this. But I do love this movie. It's a fantastic movie. It's one of those nostalgic movies from my childhood. Gotta have it if I can get it. So now I have it. Next up, this one is also in the Warner Archive collection now, but I didn't get the Warner Archive version. I decided instead to just get the regular version that is still widely available. Unlike Angus, this movie was actually available on DVD before they did the Warner Archive. I believe that's what happened. May be wrong, but I think that's how it went down. Because it was available before and there were still copies, maybe not in print, it's not in print anymore, but there were still copies that were brand new that had not been sold yet. So they were trying to get rid of those so that they can have it only in their archive collection and then charge whatever fucking price they want to with that, which of course is invariably going to be 10 to 15 bucks. But the regular release of the movie on DVD was only $3.74 on sale. So I picked up Class Act with Kid and Play. When was this? It feels like 1993. When was this? 1992 that this movie came out. And I remember watching it all the freaking time because it was on like HBO, I think, back in the day. And every now and then we'd actually get access to HBO. It wasn't, we'd never like always had HBO. There were some months when we didn't have cable at all because we couldn't afford it. And then there were some months when we did have cable and we didn't have any access to like the movie channels. And then there were some months when we had access to almost everything. You know, it just depended. When I was a kid, sometimes I got really lucky and sometimes I didn't. We were in that lower middle class kind of an area there where you never quite knew what you were going to end up with when it came to cable TV and stuff like that. But every now and then they would have this on the movie channels and even I think on like TNT and TBS. So I watched it quite frequently back then and I remember enjoying it quite a bit. So nostalgia bug bit me, and this one was under $5 on DVD, and it's not available on Blu-ray, so might as well get it. I always thought the funniest thing about this was that, oh, the movie must be called Kid and Play, right? No, the movie's called Class Act. The title is right there on the back of his head, but the fucking name of the people in the movie, Kid and Play, is bigger on the freaking title of the fucking thing than the title of the movie itself. So you wouldn't know that it was Class Act unless you knew about this movie, right? So yeah, great movie, hilarious movie. If you like stuff like House Party, you will love Class Act if you haven't already seen it. I don't know anyone who hasn't seen Class Act, but okay, whatever. Moving on. Those were the only two DVDs that I got, but then afterward they price matched some sales that Best Buy was having, where they're selling a bunch of Blu-rays before Black Friday for the $3.99 price point. And I decided to go ahead and pick some of those up because they were a pretty damn good deal. So yeah. First up, I picked up, finally getting in my collection here, South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut for $4 on Blu-ray. Pretty damn good deal. I saw this movie in theaters, and it was a revelation in terms of just like the kind of stuff that you see. You know how like Sausage Party came out this year and a lot of parents were pissed off because they thought, well, it's supposed to be an animated movie. Animated movies are supposed to be for kids. This is an animated movie in like the early 2000s that was not for fucking kids. And they made that abundantly clear from the very get-go with the kids going into the movie theater in the movie itself, where immediately on screen they're seeing their favorite characters going, "Shut your fucking face, Uncle Pucker!" Like, yeah, it was immediately struck me as, oh my god, I'm glad my parents aren't here with me while I'm watching this, you know? Very kind of a meta thing in that movie too, because, you know, starts off with a bunch of kids going to see their favorite, you know, not so family friendly animated show being put into a movie format, and the minute they walk in, they're greeted to that. You know what I mean? Like, perfect, brilliant commentary there. Brilliant little meta moment. Loved it. And I loved the whole movie overall. Very good. This is really in the earlier pantheon of South Park. I can't believe I'm saying that, but since it's still running, this is like, you know, this is like season 3 or season 4 when this came out, right? Something like that. It really feels like the old school South Park. Because South Park really changed in a lot of ways over the years, hasn't it? So, in a lot of ways, it's exactly the same, but in a lot of other ways, it became, I feel like, a little bit even more mature. So, yeah. Do enjoy. Love it. And I still need to play South Park, The Stick of Truth, by the way. But, yeah. Anyways, next up we have The Fighter. Have not seen this movie, but I've heard so many good things. And you've got Mark Wahlberg, Christian Bale, and Amy Adams in this movie, and it just looks so fucking good. It looks like a lot of fun. I had just watched Southpaw, and I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I loved Southpaw. I think I'm gonna like The Fighter too. This one from David O. Russell too, so should be a pretty damn good movie. Probably even better than Southpaw. But yeah, haven't seen it yet. But for $4, you're goddamn right. I'm gonna take a chance on that. The next one here for $4 was Almost Famous. I have seen this movie. I saw it shortly after it came out on DVD. And at the time, I didn't know that much about movies, but I didn't like this movie. Or when I say I didn't like it, if I recall correctly, I don't think I hated it. I just felt like it was boring. It was not very entertaining. But I think that might have been just because I didn't understand it at the time. Because since then, I've seen a lot of people talk about how this is like an underrated treasure of a film. And it's way better than people give it credit for. So, yeah, maybe I just didn't know what the fuck I was talking about at the time. And for $4, the bootleg cut, yeah, that it's worth paying $4 to check it out again. Because that's the price that you would pay to rent something back in the day. So to be able to own it for that same price, and I'm just testing to see if I actually do end up liking this more than I did when I was younger and more ignorant about film. So yeah, and hell, it won a lot of awards, so chances are I was very wrong about this one. And yeah, I really felt like I deserved to give it deserves me giving it a more fair shot than I originally gave it. So, yeah, I can't just assume that because I didn't like it when I was younger and more ignorant about film that I'm still going to hate it today or dislike it today. You know what I mean? And it's Cameron Crowe. Cameron Crowe, I love his work. I loved Vanilla Sky. He did Jerry Maguire. Thank you, brain. And I like both of those movies very much. They're very well done, very well shot, very well everything, So I think it's about time that I give this a chance again, especially for $4. The last two titles I picked up from Target, they were also marked down to $4. It was from their $5 section, but this week their $5 section had been marked down to $4. So I picked these two up, one of which has been marked down to $4 during Black Friday several times in the past, so it won't come as a surprise to you. But yes, I finally picked up Dances with Wolves. Had not yet put this into my collection, so for $4, Dances with Wolves is a movie you cannot go wrong with. Absolutely fantastic movie. Absolutely love this movie. I remember liking it when I was a kid, and I'm sure I'm going to like it even more now that I appreciate film more now. And it's been long enough since I've seen it that it'll probably feel a little bit new now, which is nice because it's like, any movie that you've seen, you remember seeing so many damn times when you were a kid that you just feel like you never want to watch it again because you've seen it so many times. You haven't seen it for like 10 to 15, 20 years, right? Any movie like that, it's like you gave yourself a chance to take a break from this movie, a significant decades-long break, and you're returning to it again, and it just feels like a breath of fresh air. Because yes, you've seen it a million times, but it's been so long since you've seen it, and since you saw it that many times, that it's a nice little refresher, a little, oh yeah, wow, this was really a good movie, So for $4, yeah, very happy to have this, and this copy came with a digital copy, so yeah, very cool. Last but not least, I have not actually seen this movie, but it is an Oliver Stone film, and as I understand it, a very damn good one. So, of course, I'm going to pick up The Doors here for $4 fucking dollars. Very good deal. Very cool pickup here. I can't wait to finally check this movie out. It has been so long since this came out, and I just never bothered seeing it. But I think one of the reasons I didn't want to see it at first is because I didn't know a lot about The Doors when like this first came out. This is an old movie, right? And I wouldn't have wanted to watch it when I was a kid. And when I was a kid, I didn't know anything about The Doors. And as I got older, I still kept seeing it like on the rental shelf and stuff like that. But even then, even in my teens and my 20s, really didn't know that much about The Doors. It wasn't until my late 20s that I started actually listening to a lot of 70s rock like Led Zeppelin, The Doors. That's about the time that I started getting interested in their music and stuff like that. And that's about the time that I started thinking, you know, I really should check out that Oliver Stone film. So, well, just picked it up for $4. Very nice to have this in my collection for a very good price. And I gotta tell you, it's nice to be able to get all these Blu-rays here for $4 when at least this one DVD of Angus cost 10. Well, it came down to like $8 or $9, but you know, it was kind of didn't want to pay that much. But hey, I got really good deals on these, so okay, whatever. So yeah, pretty nice little haul here for a total of, let's see, 24, 30, about $30, close to $30, a little over $30. That's nice. And my thinking behind getting these $4 Blu-rays was that that's about the best price that you're going to find on Blu-rays at a lot of locations on Black Friday. So Target, Best Buy, Walmart. The best deal that you're going to find on Blu-rays at any of these locations on Black Friday is going to be $4 per title. That's just a fact. It's the $4 is the lowest you're going to find a Blu-ray at those places on Black Friday. As Black Friday is approaching, I'm thinking I better save my money, but if I see something that's at that same price that I would be paying for a title that I want on Black Friday, then maybe I should get it. So I wanted all of these movies, and they were at a price that if I saw them in the store on Black Friday, I would have bought them then too. So why not just save myself the time and effort and get them now? So yeah, that was nice. Anyways, that'll do it for me today. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.